So I have my little friend Rebecca here because Rebecca at our meetings reads me the GRAR newsletter. And it's been a while since she's done it. And I decided I really missed that because when she reads me the newsletter, my eyes are opened. It's true.
Okay. It's okay.
And it's
That's
like
great.
the highlight of my meeting, my sales meeting, when you read me the newsletter. And so I thought I would record this and share it possibly with people because I bet there's other people out there that could use some enlightenment from Rebecca. So, Rebecca, will you please read me the newsletter while I drink wine?
I will. So this is the GRAR weekly newsletter for today, December 3rd, 2018. And the first thing they want us to know is they're asking if this is your year to achieve the Society of Designated Real Estate Professional Award.
What now? What is it?
It's a long one.
Okay, but
Society of Designated Real Estate Professional Award.
Okay.
So here are the requirements to apply to win this award.
Okay, you can
they
win.
Are going to look at.
It's like winning a scholarship.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's okay. Go ahead. What is it?
Yeah. So in order to qualify, you do have to go to your GRAR newsletter because you can click on the application form, and they're going to be looking at years of GRAR membership, your sales volume, designations, association service, community service, and political activity. So if you've excelled in those areas this year, you definitely want to go into the newsletter and apply to win that award.
So I assume that political activity doesn't include like what you post on Facebook.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, but thank you.
Okay. Next, if you feel it in your heart to help the victims of the wildfires in California, be a part of NAR because NAR has committed to donating $1 million. So you can go right to the NAR website and donate if that's on your heart to do so. Yes. Okay, next. Did you obtain a designation or certification in 2018? If so, you need to email Brittany at grar.com and let her know. And then you'll be recognized at the award celebration on December 4th, which we will be at.
We will be there.
We have a big day that day, and we will be a part of it.
Is that Brittany Sheets, the one that always emails us the fun events?
Exactly. Yep, Brittany Sheets. Okay, so next, if you're interested, if you have issues with loan limits, if you're in the higher price bracket, you'll be happy to know that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are increasing their loan limits to $484,350. Now, this is great. The president of NAR is saying it will help keep ownership within reach for many households by ensuring loan limits keep pace with rising home prices. We've all seen that. Okay, next. Now, this is a long one, but this is very important.
Very important.
Okay? I'm going to do my best to summarize this.
Okay.
So, recently, there was a member-to-member professional standards hearing, and this is what happened. Realtor A filed a complaint about Realtor B, who we're going to call the respondent. Okay? So, what happened was the respondent posted a Craigslist advertising using Realtor A's watermark and copyrighted pictures. Okay? Mm-hmm. The advertisement gave the perception that the respondent was the seller, even though he didn't even own the property. And the advertisement did not identify the respondent as a real estate agent, nor did it include the name of his broker or the broker's contact information. Okay. So in the meantime, the respondent had submitted an offer on the property, but he was part of an LLC that he didn't say he was a part of. So the LLC was purchasing the property, but he didn't say he was part of that LLC. When they were preparing for the close, the contract was assigned to a different buyer without the permission of the seller.
Okay.
So at the closing, the new buyer admitted that he was in the house earlier in the week, which was well after Realtor A said, do not go into that home. It will be considered trespassing. Okay, so the complaint alleged that the respondent was in violation of a couple articles of our code of ethics.
For sure.
So anyway, during the hearing, the respondent said he was part of a pool of investors that fixes and flips properties. So there he admitted he was part of the LLC finally. That his partner was unable to complete the project because he was finishing a previous project and didn't have time to tackle the new one. The respondent notified his partner that they would have to assign this project to a fellow investor within the group. He indicated that the PA does not prohibit assignments of contract. His partner forgot this property was listed and created a Craigslist advertisement. But once the respondent became aware of the Craigslist ad, he immediately took it down. And this is what they determined, that there was insufficient evidence to prove the actual date the property was accessed after the respondent was advised not to go in. So that was thrown out, okay? But they did say the respondent advertised the property without authority and unauthorized use of photos. They also said the respondent advertised the property without disclosing his status as a realtor. Okay, you have to do that. And he did not disclose that he may have an interest in the property. And then also he did not present a true picture in his advertising. So just be very careful. And on a side note, if you are doing Craigslist advertising and you would like to use any of my listings, feel free to do so. Just let me know. Let us know. Sylvia wouldn't mind either, but we would appreciate it if you let me know. I have seen some of my listings advertised on Craigslist, and it just feels a little yucky when you don't know.
What I hate what I've seen that I don't like is if they advertise one of my listings and they don't have the address in there, or they don't even say who the brokerage company that listed it is, or who they are, and it's just this. That's what feels icky. But according to the general rules, you can promote someone else's listing like on social media or Craigslist, as long as you say that it's listed by whoever the brokerage is, correct?
That's true.
Okay. All right.
That's true.
So to summarize, based on this whole thing, what are some key takeaways?
It was a long one, I know. You fell asleep on me. just like what we just talked about. Right. So if you're told not to go into a property, first of all, you better not go in there. Come on. Really? And don't be a jerk out front that makes someone not want you to go on the property and that makes you feel like you have to sneak. Really? You can't. I don't think you can use other people's photos that are watermarked to them in your advertising unless you have permission.
Right.
So GRAR is now accepting applications for the Leadership Academy for 2019. And this is a big deal, you guys. The purpose of the Leadership Academy, it's a year-long program, and it's a dynamic blend of people with different experiences, education, and opportunities. I kind of said that wrong. I'm just going to read it.
Okay.
It offers a dynamic blend of experience, education, and opportunity that are intended to foster a new generation of real estate leaders. Okay?
Am I too old to be in the new generation?
No, Sylvia. It's actually the group that they want to put together is diverse in age, career experience, service specialties, and gender. So anyone can apply. But if you want to apply, go into the GRAR newsletter and click on the application. And those are due by 5 o'clock on December 18th. So
there's a cost to do it, right? There's a cost.
There is a cost, and it's $495.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Next, so this is really cool. Julia identified the top 10 markets and neighborhoods to watch in 2019. And this isn't really a surprise because we've been in a lot of these top 10s lately, but we were number 2 in this top 10. Here's the criteria they used: job growth, vacancy rates, good starter home affordability,
nice,
more inbound than outbound home searches. So people are still coming instead of leaving. Remember when everybody was leaving? Now they're coming back. Total outsiders are coming.
Right.
So that's great. That's fun. And then a large share of the adult population, is under 35.
Really?
Wow. That's young. And that's exciting. So that's a lot of new energy to our community. And that's what we need to keep growing.
Okay.
Okay, next.
You're so excited, Rebecca.
What?
I said this is why I like it when you read me the newsletter. You make it fun.
It's so fun. Okay, so next, RPR. We love RPR.
We do love RPR.
I don't use it enough, but I now always use it to get an idea of my values because I really think it's informative and it's fun for my customers to see the information I pull up from it. So anyway, in December, there's quite a few RPR webinars scheduled. Okay. So go to the GRAR newsletter and see all the dates. Nope, you got to go to your notes.
Okay.
You got to find them, okay? Just click on the email that you received.
Okay.
Okay. It's GRAR Giving Week. Okay, have you seen all the fuss about the GRAR Giving Week? Sylvia, we know what we're doing. We just have to do it. So we're going to get that done this probably on Wednesday.
Okay.
We'll get ours done, okay? We have a good one for you guys. You're going to love it. And it totally matches us. So we're excited for that. Okay, so apparently, and I have to be honest, I don't know a lot about this. There's some new, it's called 10K statistical data. And GRAR is promoting this new benefit and tool that we're going to be able to use this year yet.
Oh.
Okay. And here's what it is. There's only a handful of associations around the country that get to do it. And you get hyper local, easy to access, on-demand statistical reports. Oh. So if you're a numbers person, you're going to love 10K. I'm going to let you tell me what that's all about.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the forewarn training. I'm sure you've seen the emails about that.
Been a big deal.
So this is going to be fun. What did you say?
I said it's going to be a big deal because I've seen a lot of these trainings and it's filling up and people are into it.
Yeah, I think they're all filled up again already. So there will be people leaving. So if people cancel the session they were going to go to, you can keep checking in on the sessions and maybe a spot will open up. Otherwise, they will be adding more training. Because here's the thing. You cannot use the tool, even though it's going to be pretty user-friendly and easy to use.
Unless
you cannot use the tool unless you go to the training. Okay? Because there's some pretty important and private information you'll have your hands on.
What's the gist of it again? Basically, is it like a instant background check sort of thing?
Yeah, I think you can get information about people and your clients on it. So I haven't been to the training myself, but probably definitely something that we'll definitely go to.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Okay. So this again, you have to go to your GRAR newsletter to find the answer to this. So I'm challenging you to do this. So this is in the weekly question and answer session, and I love the weekly.
It's my favorite part
because I learned so much good stuff on how to be a realtor on the up and up. Okay? So someone wrote in and said they would love to gain clients and attract businesses through the offering of a promotional incentive. What are the rules of promotions and lotteries for realtors to use? Well, they did not come out and give us the answer, but they did give us a link to a YouTube video. Okay. So go to your newsletter and watch the link if you were thinking about doing a promotional incentive. Okay. This is a great question in our current seller's market. My buyer made an offer that the seller countered. Before we could respond, the listing agent sent me a text message stating her seller was withdrawing the counter offer and going with highest and best. Can a counter offer be withdrawn via text? The answer is yes, it can. Oh, that is written. That is written. You totally can do that. The seller may withdraw the counter offer at any time prior to receipt of acceptance by any means of communication. Okay. So, buyer's agent, this is why it's so important for your buyers to make a decision fast on a counter offer, because that counter offer could be taken back in a heartbeat and you're done. So don't dilly-dally. No. And use e-signature programs to get those e-signatures. Don't waste your time driving across town. Get it now with e-signatures. Okay.
Sign it. Quick.
Sign it. Do something right away, okay? Whew, your buyer will thank you. Can you imagine having to call that buyer and say, oh, guess what? After we've been looking for 3 months, we finally have a deal, and then it was stolen because we didn't respond in time. Or because I was having coffee with Joe Schmo next door, and I didn't have time to get it to you.
Okay. We don't tell them that part.
One more. Okay. I am representing a buyer in a transaction where the agreed upon closing date is on or before December 15th. My client is ready to close now and wants to schedule the closing earlier than December 15th. But the seller is refusing. Is the seller obligated to close at an earlier date? The answer is no. It's no. The language is typically interpreted to mean that while the parties may agree to close prior to the stated date, neither party can be required to do so.
Okay.
Then next, there's a number of events going on at GRAR in December, and they're already listing the events for January, and there'll be more to come. And there's quite a bit going on around town and just other great events that you might want to check out around town. Okay? And I want to close by repeating a quote by our GRAR president, Ryan Ogle. Real estate is a contact sport. Be visible in the community. Attend events. And visit coffee shops. Be active in GRAR.
Yes.
With people. So simple. And so with that, that's the GRAR newsletter for this week. I hope you enjoyed it.
Rebecca, you are the best reader of the newsletter ever. Thank you. Now I don't have to read it because you read it for me.
Isn't that fun? No. Also, in the coming weeks, if you don't have time to read it, just play it from our YouTube channels, and we'll just read it to you while you're having your early morning coffee, while you're doing your hair and makeup, or whatever, while you're having your glass of wine. Whatever works for you, just get it in, okay?
Thank you, Rebecca. Well, this is Rebecca Uson from EXP Realty, and I'm Sylvia Dana from EXP Realty, and we were glad to share the newsletter with you. Have a great week.